Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so the maintenance has finally ended on Global and we're able to get back into the game. It was extended for like an hour and a half overall, so don't know what the issue was there, but as you can see, as soon as you load up, the layout has changed. Not only is there a different colour scheme on this news pop-up, but we also have it separated into sections now, which is kind of interesting. It definitely makes it easier to see all of the different things. So yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. I don't know if it's necessarily like, you know, a super important update, but it's a nice little quality of life update. So a couple of things to mention. We kind of knew this was coming already, but the recent adjustment to characters categories that happened on JP is now live on Global. It's really good that even though we're always sort of like months behind when it comes to units and banners, we often get these little quality of life upgrades like quite quickly after JP. So a whole bunch of characters have been added to the full power category. A bunch of Gohans, Gotens, like all the family Kamehameha units. The Int Kid Goku, the youth Dragon Ball Saga Dokkan Fest leader. The STR and I think is it the Int, all the perfect cells are now in full power because they weren't before for some reason, and then the Demon King Piccolos have been added as well. The mercenary, I think this is the Tech Mercenary Tau from the Dragon Ball Saga banner at the World Tournament. He's been added to movie bosses, and then the Great Saiyaman characters have been added to Hybrid Saiyans, and the evil Android 21, the summonable STR one, was not in Peppy Gals before. And she is now. It was one of those things we kind of figured at the time when they came out that like the good one was in it just because she was good and the STR one wasn't because she was evil, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I mean that's kind of all we had to go on at the time, and that's been updated. And then they've updated the categories of some of the enemies in Super Battle Road. So essentially all that means is if you come up against the stage where, for example, you were fighting Saiyaman and Videl, and you had a unit that had a bonus against Hybrid Saiyans, you wouldn't be getting it because that Great Saiyaman didn't count as being in the Hybrid Saiyans category. So they've updated all of that as well. So that'll be quite good. And then, of course, one of the big things, obviously, from the Dokkan Now from last night, I did a guest live reaction on Tiger Uppercut Media's stream. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. That's on his channel with him and Toon Rami, where we saw them reveal the global exclusive Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. This is basically confirming that his event is coming. And interestingly, it is a new stage being added. So just like Trunks and Zamasu were recently, and some of the other ones that we've seen in the past, rather than getting a whole new Dokkan event, they are adding a new stage to the existing event for the AGL Kaioken Goku. Yeah, Beyond God, the Ultimate Secret. So it says that the event will temporarily be unavailable starting from, is that tomorrow or is that at midnight tonight? So I always get confused about the crossover to English time, but basically this will go away. So this kind of implies they normally only ever do this with things like Boss Rush when they add a new stage and things like that. They only take it down right before the new one comes out, and the Trunks and Zamasu banners are scheduled to go away in the next like 2 or 3 days from the time of recording. So it seems very likely that we're going to see that Kaioken Goku drop once all of those other banners go away. I think it's the 8th. A lot of events in game at the moment are scheduled to end then, so this is probably going to start straight after, which is pretty awesome. So that's the only new stuff. Obviously I did a video talking about the stuff that was coming in the update 4.6.1. that's been added now. So you've got like the optimized growth menu, the ability to sell all your Hercule statues at once, the update to the treasure menu, tags in Ultimate Clash. Again, we mentioned this in the previous video, it's like hidden in a thing here. New animations have been added to the process of performing summons, so I don't know if that's actually active right now. In fact, let's just go in. Daily capsule, make sure we renew that at some point. So the news thing now has an exclamation mark on it. Apparently there's something new in the news that I haven't checked. Oh yeah, it'll be this, the Dokkan Now thing, which obviously we watched last night. That's kind of interesting actually, so it highlights stuff that you have or haven't seen. And then we got the 15 stones from the Dokkan Now thing, and then wow, 5 stones compensation for the, what was it in the end, like 9.5 hour long maintenance or something like that. So let's quickly do a friend summon here and see if the thing has changed, because I think one of the backgrounds changes. I wouldn't be surprised if the new animations don't go live until the Goku banner drops, but it says as part of the update. Oh, there you go. There's Android 18. So yeah, the new summon animations are in the game now. So technically that means if you do a summon on the LR banner or the Trunks and Zamasu banner while they're still up, you could potentially get one of those new animations that guarantees that you're getting the new card, which is like the Goku Black Rift, the Whis Time Rewind, or the Zeno appearing when you pull down. So that's very interesting that that's actually live now, because I think when it went live on JP there wasn't even like a good banner out. But obviously, as much as these banners are of course still good, it's probably worth saving your stones now that we know that that Goku is about to drop. So there's a couple of other quick things I want to cover, so I'm just going to quickly flick over to Twitter. Okay, so I just checked in the actual event details. So if we go here, you can see that the event, it says, is only available for 11 hours. That's when it gets taken down to do the update. But if we go into it and click on the information has actually been added. So this is what it will look like afterwards with the new art. Obviously, this is the information that was there before, but now we have stage 2. So in this stage, you will engage in a series of battles against Goku, who's even more powerful. He will unleash his ultimate super attack in the final phase, make use of support items and super attacks to keep Goku from releasing his overwhelming super attack. So he's going to be one of those ones again where it has a countdown to, I imagine, like a one-shot KO super attack. So obviously sealers, ghost ushers, barber items, those things are going to be very useful in this event. And then I don't know if this will get updated, because this seems weird to me. Certain characters can greatly increase the damage dealt against him, and those characters are the 2 final form freezers, and that's it. So there's more final form freezers in the game that aren't on here, but why is it only Frieza when this is the Goku that fought against Hit? And the whole thing is kind of Tournament of Power based. So I'm going to assume that this will be updated to include units like Jiren, maybe Hit, maybe other characters from the Tournament of Power. It just seems very odd to me that it's only those 2 freezers at the moment. But yeah, that information is in here. He possesses a damage reduction skill in every phase. He will transform into Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan in phase 2 and activate Nullifying Stunning. He can nullify attack reducing effects, and then devastating KO super attack after the countdown. And he is STR, so we theorized that from the video last night. Obviously people were pointing out when they first showed the clip of LR Cell for the 300mm, he was physical and then he ended up being int, but this is pretty much a confirmation here that he's going to be STR, because you always fight against the actual awakened unit at the end of their Dokkan event. So there you go, that is the actual information. And then here it shows, it actually shows all the information for the transformations as well. The awakenings. His active skill, ultimate damage, raises allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn, can be activated when HP is 59% or less, with another 3 or more representatives of Universe 7 on the team. Oof. Yeah, they're getting a bit weird with these restrictions. Obviously, you're going to ideally use him on, like, a Universe Survival Saga team. But that means that on, like, for example, Pure Saiyans or Goku family, you're going to be a bit restricted to getting his active skill. That's very interesting. I didn't realise this was all in here, so we'll go over this in more detail in a separate video. But anyway, let's go over to the stuff on Twitter. Okay, so we're over on the Twitter for iSeriously. Shout out to him. He's obviously one of the data miners that provides a lot of the information for us after these updates. Funnily enough, literally since I started recording that first section, new stuff has been added. So there's quite a lot of stuff coming. This seems to confirm, like we said, that the Dokkan Fest is going to start on the 9th, because most of the events are due to end at the end of the 8th. So that does make sense. And then, of course, here we have, so we've got the Kaioken Goku that we know about already. And now there's a few units that are getting awakenings. So finally, this physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku, one of the worst cards that was desperately needing an update, has been added. Obviously, these haven't been translated yet. I'll probably do a separate video about all the new units. The Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who didn't have an awakening, is going to get one as well. And then we have finally an awakening for Bergamo as well. So maybe he'll be decent for the Giant Form team after this. He's a unit that I've pulled so many times, but I have all of his paths open, and I think he's basically at Super Attack 10. just from pulling him that amount of times. But the big things I did want to cover is there is a Christmas ticket in the database. Obviously we have no idea what it's going to be for. It could be like we saw with the Goku or the LR Freezer banner, where you can buy it from the Pilaf Trove for some free multis, or it could be like the Trunks and Zamasu thing where you get them by doing summons. Obviously once we know for sure, I'll make a video clarifying all of that as well. And then it looks like we're getting a Christmas wallpaper, which the animation for this says it will be slightly animated. So we were just joking about this the other day, the fact that they introduced the wallpaper feature with the 300 million download celebration, and then they just didn't release any more. Like, they brought out one straight away, then they added, was it 2 with the actual thing, the Gohan and the Cell one, and then that's it. Since then we haven't had another one, so they're finally adding another one, which is pretty decent. Maybe we'll throw that up like for the duration of the Christmas celebration. So yeah, lots of stuff coming. Once these have been translated, like I said, I'll drop another video, so that'll probably be later on this evening or tomorrow, covering what all of these do. I'm pretty happy this guy's finally getting Awakening, because I pulled him tons of times. So yeah, and then of course the new Goku. Very interested to see exactly what he does, because he is a very hype unit. I was very excited with Tiger and Toonrami when this was unveiled last night. So there you go, that is a brief covering of all the stuff that has been added and updated after the maintenance. Definitely looking forward to seeing what all of this stuff is going to be and how it's all going to work out, and it's all dropping very, very soon. So let me know down below in the comments if you are hyped, what are you looking forward to the most, and yeah, we will find out more information very, very soon. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord, the link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.